Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right, so listen. Shout out to Baby Ace. I was about to say Mister. That's the problem. He not no Mister. That's a baby. Shout out to Baby Ace. He is speaking in Chinese. I said, girl. I said, come on, Miss Candy. Come on, Mr. Todd. Okay. I said, the baby over there speaking in Chinese. I said, girl, quiet as it's kept. That's what Marlo sound like. She's speaking too, but she's not. Remember when Marlo was on the Wendy Williams show and she called it Valentine's Day? Ooh, Marlo. I want to ask y'all a question, and then I'm going to get into Marlo at the end of this episode. Raise your hand, class, if you think Marlo did too much, or if you think she did just enough this episode. Are you mad at Marlo? Do you feel like Marlo was just giving us what needs to be given? Right? She's making sure that, we have that we're entertained, that we have a show to watch. Let me know. But we're gonna talk more about it when we get to it, okay? We're gonna try to go in the order of the show today. So anyway, shout out to Ace, Sheree, and shout out to Candy and Todd. But anyway, so Sheree and her daughter. I think it's her oldest daughter. Sheree is basically doing laundry, and her daughter comes into her bedroom, and they're just having a conversation about Tyrone. And she says that Tyrone called. Well, she says in the confessional that Tyrone called her basically and started talking like nothing happened. I remember a long time ago. A long time ago. This was in college, like early, like 2003, 4-ish. This was really long ago. I had a friend, and I remember it was a black girl, and I remember her. We were at lunch one day or something, and I remember her saying how, she had to check a dude because he told her that he was going to call her at a certain time, and he didn't call. And she felt as though, you have to set the expectations early when you're dealing with these, these men. Because if you say that you're going to call me at this time and I'm sitting around waiting for your phone call, expecting a phone call from you when you don't call, right? We're already starting off this relationship the wrong way, wrong road. I feel like, with Sheree being the big age that she is, and with Sheree saying in the last episode that this is the 50th strike, Sheree, you've given this man two. First of all, you shouldn't have gave him a chance in the first place. But you did. The simple fact that this man stood you up and then called you out of the blue like nothing had happened. Girl, what are the expectations that you are setting? Okay? Maybe there's none. Sheree's talking to her daughter about the ex-con. I'm not going to... Yeah, I'm giving Sheree a little bit this episode. Y'all already know what I said about Sheree in the last review. The simple fact that Sheree is even talking to her daughter, hello, talking to her daughter about her relationship with a felon. The mother is talking to the daughter about her boyfriend and about how she, girl, caught a ride to Philadelphia to be stood up outside of a restaurant while people saw these Bravo cameras, knew it was Sheree, and also were probably taking pictures from across the street like, girl, is that Sheree? Ooh. Girl, she been sitting out there for a minute, girl. Who's she waiting on? Anyways, the daughter tells her that if he comes with it, he's gonna have to. I mean, if he's got to come with it if You're going to give him another try, girl. So Drew and Kenya, they go out. I felt like for the first time I could kind of see the mommy makeover, even though Drew was, covered up. Excuse me. I could kind of see, the mommy makeover. I felt like, this was all flat. It looks like she probably got a little bit of hips, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching. This is what I want to talk about. Kenya stated that this was Brooklyn's first time staying overnight with her father. I'm trying to understand how a man who has the most to say and has the most critique for his wife or ex-wife didn't want this baby's face shown on camera last year, even though we know who Brooklyn Daly is. Y'all have been separated more than y'all have been together. You ain't seen your daughter in 3 months, and this is her first time staying with you. Listen, I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. And if Kenya ever see this, I'm not saying that Mark is using your daughter, but he using your daughter, girl. He using your daughter. He's using his daughter, y'all's daughter, to get to you. Because there's no way this man could have all this mouth about how you raised Brooklyn, and he ain't seen her in 3 months, and this is her first time spending the night with him, her father. But he got all this mouth. Mark, if you don't shut the up. I be telling y'all, like, yes, women sometimes use kids as a chess piece in the game too. We know that. But these men, they really don't be caring. They don't. They act like they do. Mark is trash. And he gonna die trash. And Kenya, I get that you want a man, or not even a man, you want Brooklyn's father to be in her life. But girl, you can't put a gun to his head and make him. It's just baffling to me that as long as Kenya and Mark have not been together, okay, this is the first time that your daughter has spent the night with you. And last episode, Kenya let us know that you hadn't seen your daughter in 3 months. That's another FaceTime father. Probably not even that. Anyway, let's move on, because I could talk about Mark for about 15 more minutes. Anyways, Kenya, they played a clip. Kenya and Drew are talking. I guess she says that she claims that she didn't know the men were coming. However, once I think they played this clip again in a previous episode. Kenya, they mentioned, I think Candy did say that if you have a date, you can bring them. Now, maybe I guess Kenya didn't know Candy saying that if you want to bring somebody, you can. I don't know, Kenya, girl. You knew the men were coming in the conversation. I felt like they were talking about the toy. Like I said, I don't know how y'all really, some people love those toys. But I'm with Kenya, girl. First of all, I'm not going to put something up my coochie. And then, girl, I'm definitely not about to put something up there where other men in the group can control what's going on down here, girl. No. She said even Sonya was telling Ross that that's enough. Girl, I can imagine. Can you imagine, like I said the last review? Girl, can you imagine you sitting at dinner, girl, trying to eat some shrimp and lobster, and girl, you just shaking at the you just doing all that at the table? Girl, stop! Girl, you trying to drink? You trying to, girl, sip your? Girl, you can't even because he down there buzzing your lips and stuff. Anyways, Drew thinks that Sonya is fake. Doesn't she thinks that Sonya doesn't have a mind of her own? All right. So the mommy nation. I think she said that she's been doing this for about 3 years. She disinvited Drew. I understand why she took back the invitation. The truth of the matter is, if you have any type of tension with someone, we already know how this works. If you have beef, tension, or disagreement with someone, you may not want to invite them into something that you're having. Now, it's one thing if it's a group dinner or something, right? I feel like everybody should be at group dinners. But, something that you're having like this situation, you don't want things to take a left turn. So, hey, girl, just don't come. I know, we probably got off. We turned to left. Whatever, girl. We're not really feeling each other right now, I guess. So just don't come. She said she still likes Drew, but she just felt like if they have a conversation, it should be at another time and place, and not today. Cool, whatever. Kenya comes in sounding a mess. Okay, honey, she got back. She sounded like she got the cooties, and girl, you could tell it's all in her throat. Okay. Um, Kenya didn't know that, and I believe Kenya. Kenya said she didn't know that she was supposed to be a part of the photo shoot. Sonya, I didn't tell you. You know you didn't tell Kenya. Girl, Candy says that Kenya don't do nothing without it. If it's not a check involved, she not doing it. I said, well, girl, not Mrs. I can take her at every month in the building. Well, clearly, girl, based off your income and what you bringing in, you don't work for free that much either, too, Miss Candy Burris. Miss Legendary Candy Burris. So are you working for free? Now I get it, This is like Kenya said, girl. So Candy, we like her, so be nice. I like her, like Kenya said. I like her too. That's why I haven't walked out. Okay, girl. The fact that I'm still here should tell you a lot, girl. Is Kenya wrong for I guess initially not wanting to participate in the photo shoot? No. Girl, like Candy, I feel like quiet as it's kept. If the cameras were not there, it would have been an issue for Candy too. Quiet as it's kept. I think that if those cameras were not there, and once Candy found out that, girl, you putting us, basically, girl, you throwing us on a website like this is a Penny's website. Okay, like this is the JC Penney's website. Girl, a Black Friday sale. So, girl, you about to make money off of my image? You're using me as a model to bring in income for you. You see what I'm saying? So no, I don't think if Kenya would have said no, girl, I'm gonna sit on the sideline and watch. Girl, you got to pay me. Girl, I wouldn't have been mad at it. Girl, we're not friends. Girl, we're friendly. Okay? But Kenya, I guess was a good sport, and she, participated in the photo shoot. It was cute. They just threw on some hoodies and, Kenya, you know how the girls do. Um, so there, after the photo shoot, she tells the girls, "Did I tell y'all what happened to Sheree? Here go Kenya. Here go Candy. What happened? Girl, go back and watch it. Go back and watch it and see how fast Candy responded to Kenya when Kenya said, "Oh, I forgot to take all about Sheree. What happened?" I said, "Look at her mess ass." Girl, Sonya basically makes a comment about can she get one more look from them. Girl, Kenya said, "Girl, I can switch this hair over to this side, and that's gonna be your last look for me." Girl, I'm already doing this for free. Girl, you doing too much. Girl, we all got bills, okay? Marlo, Drew, and Sheree. Okay. So Marlo wants to have a single ladies night just for the single ladies. So the single ladies in the group, Marlo, Sheree, and Kenya. The married girls can't participate. She had Fendi come to her store. I said, shout out to Marlo. Girl, in my head, I feel like you have to have, some pull. To have people bring clothes to your home, one, they have to trust you, okay? Okay? Because, girl, Quaddis is kept, no, girl, Marlo probably would have had, the old Marlo probably would have had some of her homegirls and homeboys and, girl, a couple of punks, girl, sitting in the closet waiting for them people to deliver all that shit. And, girl, they take it and run with it, okay? But, you know, that you have to have a high, you know, a high level of trust with the Fendi store for them to come and bring all of this merchandise to your home. Um, so Kenya calls and tells Marlo that she can't make it. You know, I thought it was funny. I did think it was funny when Marlo hung up the phone and she was like, "Oh, lying ass." Don't we all do that when we got off the phone with somebody? Oh, lying ass, heifer. All right, girl. All right, girl. I'll talk to you later. Take care of yourself. Oh, lying ass, heifer. Anyways, um, so Drew comes over. She brings the stuff that Kenya was supposed to bring. I guess they were going to make cupcakes and cake. Basically, this was going to be a night of just like junk food and just drinking, right? Um, so Drew brings over the things that Kenya was going to bring if she would have, came that night. But because she was sick, she didn't come. Um, so I forgot how it came. Oh, Kenya. Kenya was being messy on the phone, telling telling, because that didn't have nothing to do with nothing, telling Marlo that Sonya had, had the photo shoot, I think the day before, and she invited her and Candy. You see, come on, producer. So she knew Marlo was probably gonna bring it up to Drew, okay, right? Because Sonya had disinvited Drew. So of course Marlo, girl, caught the bone and brought it on home and mentioned it to Drew, and they got into the conversation, I guess, about Sonya wanting to use Kenya and Candy because they have the most Instagram. Candy almost got 10 million Instagram followers. Then Kenya, I think Kenya had like over a little bit over 2 million. But so she felt like that Sonya only wanted to use them again because of their following on Instagram. So I guess like if I use the people that have the most following, of course they may bring more traffic to my website and I can make more money. Um, Marlo sends Sheree a car. I thought it was funny when Sheree was on the way over to Marlo's house. I was kind of confused at first. The first time I watched it, I was like, "This is dumb. Like, why is Marlo like having Sheree put on a blindfold and?" First of all, you walk out the house, a blindfold is hooked to the door. Girl, you couldn't have just had it sitting in the girl in the passenger, like you know what I'm saying, inside the car. But then I thought about it, like, oh, maybe this is Sheree's first time going to Marlo's home. Maybe, right? I don't know. Anyways, Marlo, had Sheree put on a blindfold. She asked the guy that was driving, "Can you share any type of information?" Girl, why would when he replied to Sheree and said, "Once I stop, you'll be at your destination." I don't know why. I don't know why that cracked me up. Anyways, Drew is pushed out the back door. She said she feels like the side chick. Girl, we're gonna talk about that in Hot Topics. LeBron and Drew's sister coming out talking, and girl, anyways. So, girl, I'm thinking. So Sharada basically, girl, got $12,000 worth of merchandise from Fendi. Now I don't know if they really paid or if it was just for camera. But Marlo, how are you going to invite the Fendi store to your home to surprise your friend with a shopping spree, and then she got to pull out her card to pay for it? Like, does that make, like, to me, I thought that Marlo was going to pay for the stuff. Like, girl, don't invite me to your house and have these people coming, and now I got to swipe my card. How you know I got the money? Okay? So now I'm thinking all this stuff is, girl, Oh, girls, you a shopping spree. Oh, girls, thank you, sis. Okay, girl, give me them boots. Give me that bag. Give me that bag. Give me that scarf. Oh, give me them shoes right there. Swear, and I'm sitting there, girl. And you like, all right, Sheree, girl. They say it's 12,000. Girl, you not? Oh, girl, I'm paying. Well, girl, I didn't see you telling people to come to this house. Girl, you can take all that shit back to the stove. Okay, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, Shell. Um, so when Sheree said Marlo can't spell, what is it called? La archive, right? Girl, but she's trying to write on the cake. Poor Marlo. Um, Now, I felt like this was probably one of the best conversations I've heard Marlo have in a long time. She basically just, told Sheree that, girl, you were out there looking gorgeous, looking like a done up Barbie doll, and the people are sending me pictures of you sitting outside on the sidewalk, and they talking about you in the blogs now, and he stands you up, and then Sheree says she knows that Tyrone loves her, and baby, when Marlo said, "How do you know that he loves you? How do you know?" I said, baby, Marlo is the type of person that someone like Tyrone would hate. Because they would feel as though they know that Marlo is the one who probably got a little bit of sense when it comes to how to deal with these niggas, right? And they would have a problem with the people like Marlo. Because the truth of the matter is, a nigga who love you not gonna have you out there on the goddamn street looking like a goddamn fool, and having some white man have to come tap you on your shoulder and tell you, "Hey, girl, the lawyer said that it's a parole violation, and you done told us that you've been down there plenty of times, and y'all have had lunch before, but now all of a sudden, girl, he can't come." A man who loves you would not have you look like a goddamn fool, especially on TV. Okay, it's the public humiliation for me. Um. So, anyways, she asks her, what if, basically she pulls a what if your daughter. Marlo says she needs to block him. One thing I will give Marlo, I don't know this to be sure, but I ain't never heard about Marlo being stupid over no nigga. Marlo get these niggas for what they worth. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about white or black or whoever she holding to. Okay, whoever she's selling pussy to. I ain't never heard about Marlo being stupid over no man. Marlo got high on the motherfucking prize. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? And the prize is called the bank. Okay? Sheree says she doesn't know if it's going to happen again. When when Sheree told her she doesn't know if it's going to happen again, basically like she's not going to block him. She can't really promise she's not going to lose communication with Tyrone. Girl, when Marlo said, "Bitch, you stupid. Come on." Oh, I don't think I was tickled. Now, girl, so this is the night of the dinner that Sonya and her mother are throwing. So everybody comes. Sheree arrives. She looks nice. Sheree really don't never look bad. Or at least this season. Okay. Sheree comes. She looks nice. Girl, Marlo comes. Marlo looks great. Kenya comes. Kenya looks fantastic. And then here come Candy. I said, what in the middle school, high school teen pregnancy is this? Candy walked in with a puffer jacket and some Ugg boots, I think. Girl, where is you going and where is you coming from? Girl, when I tell you I had a flashback of middle school and high school when the girls used to walk around, girl, with baby fat jackets on trying to cover up that baby gut. Girl, where is you going, Candy Barris? Girl, all the other girls understood the assignment, and then you walk in, girl, looking like you just said, "Girl, let me throw on something and go down here." Girl, no! Anyways, girl, they have a little dance off. Baby Marlo got the Meg the Stallion knees. I said, shout out to Miss Marlo, honey. They're talking about Plantain, not Drew's mother, Sonya's mother, who is absolutely gorgeous. I think everybody has come to, girl, we noticed that the first time she appeared on camera, but Drew's mother, Sonya's mother is absolutely gorgeous. She's trying to teach Kenya how to pick out plantains, and then here comes Marlo talking about a flaccid penis. You saw how Sonya mama looked like, girl. Girl, and you want to talk about Candy. Now, Candy always talk about sex, but girl, that was... So Kenya is sick, right? We knew Kenya was already sick at the photo shoot. Quiet as it's kept, in real life, Kenya ass shouldn't have even been there. Girl, you doing all of that? Girl, quiet, I'm not lying. Girl, in real life, Kenya ass shouldn't have been there. Girl, if I was at that party, I would have been like, girl, stand on the other side of the building, girl. So Kenya basically... No, Sheree. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So Sheree is... This is one thing I must say. And I'm here for it. I don't think Candy has coasted every season, but I do think there have been seasons where Candy did not give her all. I'm here for Sheree and Marlo basically being on Candy's ass. Girl, they trying to bring out that, they trying to bring out that, ooh! They trying to bring out that Intercontinental Hotel Candy. They trying to bring out, girl, red hair, girl, pillow talk Candy. That's what they trying to do. And I'm not mad at it because the truth of the matter is, girl, everybody got a job. This is a TV show. This is a TV show, and everybody has a job to do, right? So we getting this heifer out of her shell this season. So I get what Sheree and Marlo are trying to do. We're going to get into more of that in a little bit. So Sheree, again, is back on Candy's ass, right? She feels like, now I don't know, this is the thing about what Sheree is losing me. Sheree feels like Candy owes her something, I guess, based off of their friendship. I don't know if Sheree and Candy are really friends outside of the show, but I do feel like Sheree is probably reaching with this friendship that she supposedly has with Candy. You keep expecting something like, the first time Candy should have called and told you about, I guess, the rumors that Drew's assistant were putting out on the Peachtree streets. She felt some type of way this time because, I guess, when Kenya told Sheree's business to Candy, she felt like Candy should have called and checked on her. So Sheree is just, at this point, she just kind of like, you could tell she's not picking at Candy, but girl, she's on Candy's ass. Excuse me. So Sheree then turns to Kenya and says, I wish that you were there for me. Bitch, Kenya was the one who picked up the phone when you was looking like a fool on the sidewalk in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, girl. I had to give you a pep talk, right? Kenya is trying to explain to them, basically, girl, we thought I had to, okay? And girl, I had to get tested and make sure that the test came back negative before they let me film. But Sheree's trying to make it seem as though Kenya wasn't there for you. Yeah, for her. Yes, Kenya had on full glam. But that was before they probably pulled her to the side and said, hey, girl, you doing a whole bunch of... Girl, you doing a whole bunch of coughing and yakking and gagging. And girl, we going to have to get you tested, sister. So I know you just did a full glam. But mama, you might have to sit out this one tonight. Girl, we know you want your money for the day. So just call Marlo on the phone and FaceTime and show your face. And you'll still get your coin. But girl, you can't go over there. Once the test came back negative, Kenya was then able to participate, the next day, even though she shouldn't have been there because she was still doing a lot to me, girl. So Marlo, who I told y'all, Marlo just want a problem with Kenya. Marlo want a problem with everybody, quiet as it's kept. So Marlo, after Kenya already explained, says, so you went to she said something like, you went to the doctor in full glam, girl. When Kenya stopped and looked at Marlo, I already told you, girl. I said, oh, bitch, Kenya pissed off for real. You don't listen. I said, oh shit, girl. So, anyways, girl, Marlo gets into Sonya's ass then about her and Sheree not being invited to the mommy nation, you know. She did kind of have a point like, girl, you only been knowing Candy for 2 weeks, but just because, 2 months or something like that, just because you've been knowing, like, that still doesn't mean that she doesn't have a closer connection to Candy than she does to you, Marlo, quiet as it's kept, right? I've been knowing Candy for so long and something. Well, in real life, Marlo, you're the reason why you and Candy have this back and forth relationship. Now Marlo pulls Sheree outside. I've heard y'all say, and yes, I'm about to go there. I've heard y'all say about other housewives, they have smart mouths, they go below the belt. When people say something to them, they respond in a way that's not fair. Ain't no love in war, okay? And when you going back and forth with somebody, because sometimes all of us, we have it in us to go to hell, right? With what we say back to somebody. I'm sorry, y'all. While yes, I was gagged. While I was gagged at what Marlo was saying outside, I was like clutching my pearls like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Marlo was doing too much, y'all. That was so unwarranted. That was so unnecessary. You could hate the ground that Candy walks on, or Kenya, or whoever else she was talking about. But that was so unnecessary, especially what she was saying about Candy. That was so uncalled for. Like, I could try to wrap my head around it if Candy and Marlo really were like going back and forth and it was a war of words and Marlo was like, bitch, let me chop this whole ass off at her knees. And then she hit her with a 2-hitter quitter. I could understand it. Like, let me get this bitch up off of me. You know what I'm saying? But nothing had happened where Marlo should have felt that she needed to go that low. Now, y'all want to talk about a bitch that's going low? Marlo is the one that's going low because nothing has happened. Or at least I can't remember this season. Nothing happened that night. I don't think anything has happened this season for Marlo to go down there. You see what I'm saying? But this is not Marlo's first time. No, she did it when she did it with to Kenya when she said, you know, when she mentioned her mother not loving her or whatever she said. Remember at the campfire? So basically, she starts talking about Candy. Oh, they talk now. This was inside the place when they were talking about Sheree, and Kenya brought up Candy, baby daddy being in jail. Basically, Candy was a Sheree once upon a time, you know, before. But anyways, she said that Sonya was up their asses. She ain't been on the track in 50 years, and she got her whole family living with her. Now, if somebody, I'm not saying it's me, I'm just saying. Now, if somebody start talking about Marlo's family, if somebody started talking about Marlo's family, right? And her sister and her nephews and her mom, then y'all gonna say they wrong. You know, but anyway, we're gonna go on. She said Candy got a whole team in the daddy daycare. I laughed at that because that girl, she was talking about Ty Daddy's daycare. Remember Ty used to always post daddy daycare? Candy doesn't have it in her heart to help other people. She's for herself. Now, let me say, we can say a lot of things about Candy, but we're not putting that on Candy. Like, Candy gives back. That's what I said. Some of the stuff that Marlo was saying, it's just like she just wanted to say stuff. Candy was a hoe, that pussy wasn't good, and you date under your tax bracket. Kenya was a video hoe. Basically, she fucked all these rappers and she didn't get a ring. Sheree over there talking about facts. Girl, you was just left on the concrete the other day. And the producer had to come in and swoop in and save you from looking like more of a fool. You on there talking about facts. Quiet as it's kept, when we get to this reunion and Kenya be wearing out Marlo and Candy wear out Marlo, Candy not the best reader, but she could still get in, she could tussle a little bit. But when Kenya and Candy wear out Marlo, and when they be on Sheree's ass for sitting at that table talking about facts and yes and all that, I said, girl, quiet as it's kept in real life. Y'all probably the two out of the group that can't say shit. I said, Marlo got some fucking nerve. Getting on here trying to call somebody a hoe and slut shame when the word on the curb is you been selling pussy. We don't know. Okay? We still trying to figure out what your job is 10 years later. And you still talking about a billionaire you dated in 1983. Sheree talking about facts. No, the fact is you were looking like a fool the other day. That's the fact. Okay? I just felt like that was so unnecessary what Marlo was saying out there. That really was. Y'all have to, y'all don't have to agree, but I just felt like that was unnecessary what she was saying about Sonya. That was unnecessary what she said about Kenya. That was unnecessary what she said about Candy. Especially Candy. Like, girl, I get that y'all are trying to have a show. Fine, cool, whatever. I get that y'all want Candy to come out of her shell. Fine, cool, but I think there's other ways. See, Marlo is that person that does not know. Like, she is that person that goes from here to here. Unwarranted, no explanation, just, girl. Anyways, Drew popped up. Girl, I'm not gonna lie, she popped up and she walked in and she was like, hello, hey. All right, y'all, that's it. Girl, I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.